Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to discuss a bit of febrile convulsion, part 2. So, I discussed already, it is very common to have fever with feet in children. Now, as a carer, you may have worry about it. So, I today will mainly discuss about the symptoms and when to ask for the medical advice. So, fever with feet is that the main symptoms. It occurs, febrile seizures occurs, and usually during the first day of the fever, and high temperature means 38 degrees centigrade or 100.4 degrees centigrade and above fever. And however, there appears to be no connection between the extent of your child's fever and start of the seizure. Seizure can even happen when your child has very mild fever. Now, simple, I previously told you simple one and complex one. So, simple can happen when there is a rapid rise of the temperature, and you may only realize when that your child is ill when they feed, then you understand that is. And alternatively, it can happen when your child's temperature is dropping down. And during a simple febrile seizure, uh, that your child's body will become stiff and their arms and legs begin to twitch. They lost their consciousness. They may sweat or soil themselves. They may also vomit and foam at the mouth, and their eyes may roll back. And these usually the seizure last for less than 5 minutes. Following the seizure, your child may be sleepy for up to 1 hour. And I mentioned about the complex seizure there that will last for more than 15 minutes. And symptoms may only affect one area of your child's body. And the seizure sometimes recurs within 24 hours period or during the period of which your child is ill. Now, for seeking the medical advice, you should take your child to hospital or dial 999 for an ambulance if this feat is for the first time and seizure lasts longer than 5 minutes and shows no sign of stopping. You suspect that seizure is caused by another serious illness, means meningitis or brain infection, and your child has breathing difficulty. If your child has previously these types of fever with feet, it recommend you call your GP or call NHS 24111 service. You should also contact your GP or 111 service if your child shows sign symptom of dehydration, means lack of fluids in the body, means dry mouth, sunken eyes, lack of tears while crying, sunken frontally. In case of soft spot in the top of the head, you can find that it is depressed or something like that. In that case, it is always better you call for help. Now about the cause. Cause of febrile seizure are linked to a fever, but exact cause not known. Some researchers think that biological process associated with the high temperature may be responsible. A high temperature is thought to caused by bacteria or viral infection stimulates cytokines. Cytokines are protein that affect the part of the brain and nervous system responsible for regulate the body's temperature. Their release cause a rise of body's temperature. One theory is that in certain people, high level of cytokine may temporarily scramble the working of brain and nervous system, and that trigger the seizure. But we don't know what is the exact cause. Now, family history. It is febrile seizure cause is poorly understood. A family history of the condition increase the risk. If child has the first degree relative like mother, father, sister, brother have this type of seizure, then they will be more vulnerable to have this type. This is probably result of one or more genetic mutation of child's inherited from their parents that make them more susceptible to seizure. Now, associated infections means that is most febrile seizure occur when child has higher temperature by an infection, most commonly by viral infection like flu, chickenpox, middle ear infection, tonsillitis. Other infections are urine infection, upper respiratory infection means mouth, nose, throat, all related tissue infection, gastroenteritis like digestive system problem, and lower respiratory tract infection such as pneumonia and bronchitis. Now, vaccination, it is rare that febrile seizure can occur the child after taking vaccine. Research has shown that is 1 in 3,000 to 4,000 chance of having febrile seizure after having MMR vaccination, and risk is lower in DPT, IPV, hip vaccine, that in 1 in 11,000 to 16,000. So I think today we talked too much. So we will be about treating and diagnosing it next time. Hope it will give you some of the awareness about it. Bye for today.